Are you in a controlling relationship? Do you have a man in your life that controls you? Maybe more than you think other men would be controlling you? Do you ever wonder why you attract controlling men? This goes the same thing for why men attract controlling women, but today I want to talk about men. Here's how it works. A lot of times a man, when he's single, that has a deep sense of insecurity, that doesn't really know who he is, never got the love he deserved, and has a wrong interpretation of what love even is. A man that sees love as being needed is a man that can manipulate people to love him in his way. Now what happens is a man sees a woman that maybe doesn't know who she is. He immediately feels that, I can tell her who she is. Or he can flatter her in her insecurities enough to win her over. And once they're won over, then he can control her. Because the thing is, once a girl she'll feel love because her own insecurities. She doesn't know who she is. And maybe this guy can help me with that. And he knows that. Now what happens is a woman steps up and says, you know what, I really want to think on my own. I don't feel like you have an accurate view of who I am. I'm going to change. I want to find healing. I want to get better. That man now hears this. You are not going to love me. You will not need me, so that means you're not going to love me. I can't have that. So then what he does, a controlling man, will try to manipulate the woman who has a sense of insecurity, or used to have a sense of insecurity, by telling her whatever he tells her. He will act saying, what kind of money are you spending? Why are you doing this? The motivation is that you're not going to love me, which is interpreted again by that you don't need me. Now the man is very fearful, and fear can always be interchanged with the word control. If you see someone controlling, the root will always lead back to a fear of something. And usually the core is that we're not going to be loved. Again, our interpretation of love is subject to what we think. A controlling man will pin a girl down if he's an extrovert. If he's an introvert, he'll guilt her. Both are resemblance of anger and control. The crazy thing is that if a woman wants to get through her insecurities and stand up and stop attracting these men, there will be a renegotiating of a relationship. The man will have to accept her and say, look, okay, this is who you are, and he'll have to look within, or else the man has to go. Anyways, this is just a quick thought on how controlling men take women, position them in their life to feed their insecurity, to feel needed. And the moment that gets challenged, they instantly control them because the risk of losing being needed, which they see as love, is threatened, and they're not going to have that. Anyways, that's my thought on controlling men.